What is going on, everyone? Did you miss the Hatter? The Hatter man definitely missed you all. It was weird not streaming all last week. It was really, really weird. Flute! Welcome in! Kite's like, well, yeah, duh. What kind of stupid question is that, Hatter? Oh, stupid is, the stupid does. It's the old thing, line from Forrest Gump. Let's change the screen and get started, shall we? You're well, you had to prep for a con. That is very true. I did. And it's funny that we have Lohan on the screen. I actually had the honors of meeting Lord Nick over the weekend. Very, very shy of a guy. I will say that. He's very, very shy.
They weren't exaggerating. This is really dangerous. It's a good thing only one of them broke.
Oh, hello, Marinette. Oh, shoot, Shinshina lurk mode.
From what I've been told, most of the trapped miners are over in that direction.
I will go and rescue them.
Yeah, you do that while I check the rest of the equipment. I'll evacuate the people around here as I go.
Roger that.
Meet me back here as soon as you're done.
There we go. I was out of focus for a moment there. I was like, oh no, I'm out of focus. Should I be here since I haven't gotten here yet? Knowing you, Flute, you're like the Hatter. I have a memory of a squirrel, so it's fine. It is fine. Because I know it'll take you a long time to get to Shizaya, but you'll be like, oh, wait. How did that happen? Ah! Well, I was not expecting to fall under a trap. I just wanted to come over here and get this Oculus. Didn't expect to fall through a trap door. Okay, that's not gonna work. Can I go this way? No. Access denied. Okay. I'll come and get these Oculuses later. Okay. Oh. Okay. I got you, bro. I got you, bro. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Never mind. My plan has failed me once again. Got the balloons. Hopefully Genshin works today for me. I shall keep my fingers crossed. Because we need to explore Shizaya together. So I can help you with Odette and Alosha. Wait, I wonder why Kite is lurking. I'm surprised Kite has not finished the Archon quest. Here we go. Cutscene.
I have to be getting close. Don't go any further.
It's either a person or is a ghost. Is it something? One of those? Oh, it's a person. Okay, phew. I got scared for a moment there.
It's too dangerous here. There's a highly aggressive monster on the prowl. You need to leave, now.
I'm with Chandrone.
Ah, I see. You're the backup from Snezhnegrad. Well, I'm Odette. Good to meet you.
Yes, we finally met the princess of the ballerina, Miss Odette.
So this is Odette. She was the first member of the Fatui on the scene.
There are 5 people trapped in the cave. Monster type is unknown, and so is its location.
Alexis does have a very unique, distinguished voice. I agree. It's kind of like if, like, let's say if Habercorn or Kyle Phillips is in it, like, yeah, it's Kyle, or yeah, that's Wade Camp.
Let's go. Every second counts.
I think the one that really trips me is, AJ's voice. Because sometimes he does sound like another voice actor. I'm like, wait, no, that's...
Careful. Something's moving.
Nope! 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 Fuck that! Fuck this shit, I'm out! No, I'm kidding. I wish Kyle would be in Genshin because he's in ZZZ. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe there'll be a future character. That'd be hilarious if he does get a character in Genshin Impact that is just like Kaminari from My Hero. That'd be awesome. I mean, it was kind of cool to hear him as a villain in Zenless.
This must be the monster's shadow. Looks like a tough opponent.
Pish posh! Nothing is tough for the Hatter.
Harada.
There we go.
Stay back!
That's gonna be a no! No from me, dog. She is amazing. That's it? That's it. How disappointing. I thought you were all gonna be more of a, I don't know, a pain in the neck. Then yet again, if I want a pain in the neck, I can just go and beat up Father as a weekly boss, or the stupid King and Queen weekly bosses. Going down? Remember, ladies and gentlemen, do not be the Hatter, okay? The Hatter is completely
They're
bonkers.
right behind the monster. The monster seems very agitated. It could attack at any moment. Let's make the first move.
Alright, here we go.
Let's begin.
Bellowing thunder!
Waltz of the snowflakes.
Lightning flash!
Shadow Moon. Witness the snow swan's grace.
She's amazing. I agree.
Oh, thank you for saving us. We'd have been monster fodder otherwise.
Can we bring it back? I want to kind of beat it up a little bit more. Can we? No? Lame.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You should be safe now. Follow this route out. She and I will stay behind to watch the rear.
It wasn't dead. No! It didn't die! That's the problem! You know why? Because I know it's gonna come back and motherfucking haunt me. It's like, it's that person. It's that person with the hat that trying to murder me.
Thank you. Come on, let's go. This way.
At full health too? Agreed.
I've searched the area. Pretty sure the monster made a tactical retreat.
Was this its lair?
Yeah, but with us here, it won't be coming back anytime soon.
Why did you have to go and jinx it? Why did you have to go and jinx it?
It may be small, but don't be fooled. It's a ferocious beast. People are just food in its eyes.
You want a ferocious beast? You haven't met Sinlotli. That woman is a ferocious beast.
It's lucky we got here when we did. The trapped miners have been successfully evacuated. Time for us to leave.
Wait, this place... There's something unusual about it.
Okay, I'm gonna be DZ from Texas Laboratory for a moment. What does this button do? It's so shiny and pretty. And very dangerous. Ah, we're gonna go try and touch it. Yep, called it.
What is that?
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
It's back?
Guess it has family.
I suggest you run now. Like now. Uh-oh. Oh no. Come on, Odette. Put your back into it. Use your ballet techniques. That's a girl.
Thanks. Let's get out of here.
As famous lines from Bennett, teamwork makes the dream work. And we got a new shiny sword. Nice. We got a shiny sword. Shiny sword. Shiny. Yay. Okay. We're gonna shortcut, because shortcuts are the best way possible. See? Shortcut.
Everyone's accounted for. We managed to rescue them all.
Yay!
And we also placed a sign at the entrance to the cave, warning people to stay away.
Huzzah!
You really held your own today. I still don't know your name.
Isn't that the weapon the traveler's supposed to have? Yes, it is the new weapon we just received. It is Hatter. I am an adventurer.
Don't think I've seen you before. I'll remember the name.
Let's hope in a good way. The last thing Hatter needs is being on a wanted poster.
Alright then. See you around. Hello, Lady Marionette.
I hear the rescue operation was a great success. I knew I could count on you. What brings you here, Odette? Here for a performance?
No, a Fatui mission. I happened to be nearby and heard the crash.
Performance?
She hasn't introduced herself then. Odette is the prima ballerina of Snezhnograd. She's quite the celebrity. If you ever hear people mention the two crowning jewels of the Korailievsky troupe, they're talking about Odette and the prima donna, Vodianitsa. On top of that, Odette's also a rising Fatui star. It's looking likely she'll inherit the title of the Fair Lady.
Oh, this just got awkward. Yeah, who's gonna tell her about, Senora? Is anyone gonna tell her? Because I'm not gonna do it, no. Had her already retouched her head too many times after dealing with the Red Queen and her sassiness. Hannah does not need to lose her head once again.
She learned all her combat skills from Rosaline herself. Used to be one of her most valued subordinates, too.
Oh, this is really getting more awkward.
You flatter me, Lady Marionette.
If she's Rosaline's protege, that makes me... never mind. There's no need to bring it up. No point making things awkward.
Yes! No awkwardness, please! No awkwardness. No wonder you're such a keen fighter.
How's progress on your end, Lady Marionette?
Equally successful. I finished reinforcing all the equipment. Took me a little longer without Polonia's help. But the outcome is the same, of course. Even if the heavy snowfall summoned by that monster lasts for another 3 months straight, this equipment won't give way. All right, now that we're done here, it's time to get out of this blizzard.
That's it? Isn't there more work to be done here?
Sure, but Snezhnograd will send someone to investigate and draw up a relief plan. And I guess I'll have to write the incident report myself this time, since it involves a mechanical malfunction.
Why do I get a feeling that her report would be like about, I don't know, 6 pages long? With words that make no sense? Like none?
First, Pantalone needs to approve the budget. Then Pulcinella has to sign off on the plan. Once they've argued it out and reached a compromise, we can move forward.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. That's like water and vinegar trying to hang out.
That's the rough process anyway. Could take anywhere from a couple of weeks to a couple of months, depending on how smoothly it goes.
A couple of months? In the meantime, the people here just have to wait?
Yep, nothing we can do about it. There's a whole stack of incident reports like this back at the office.
The snow has eased a little for now, but there's no telling when that will change with that monster still at large.
Can't we just go, I don't know, go and find the monster? We'll just take Lohan. We'll just take the vice captain and just let him have fun. Is that too much to ask for?
Fuel for heating is in short supply, and relief is weeks away. There's no immediate threat to life, but still, it just feels like there should be a better way.
I think she's thinking the same thing.
Hey, quit daydreaming. Let's get back to Snezhnograd.
It's not daydreaming, it's deeply thinking about situations.
When did you get a new sword?
I found it in a cave. It handles pretty nicely.
You have a strange affinity for secondhand swords.
I don't want to hear it from a woman who has to use a cyborg to fight things. Thank you very much. Rude. Are we gonna see child? Flute! Your husband's here!
Huh. Well, if it isn't Counselor Tartaglia, Mr. Big Shot himself.
Go easy on me, all right? I'm still recovering from the interrogation the real Big Shots put me through.
I'm not used to Lumin not talking. That's fair. That is fair. It is really, really rare for the traveler to talk.
Hey, comrade. It's been too long. I heard you came looking for me earlier. Nicest surprise I've had in a while. Good to see you too, Odette. I'm guessing you guys just got back from Sviatlo Laidovka. How'd it go? Crisis averted?
Next time I see Griffin at a con, Flute, I'll get you a print from him.
It went fine.
How about you? Any new developments?
Not really. Same as ever. Growing opposition to Project Stuja, and the usual rebuttals are starting to ring hollow. The results of the mock vote were pretty dire. Pulcinella was fuming. I've never seen the old man so angry.
That's not good news. It takes a lot to rattle him.
Yeah, obviously if push comes to shove, there are ways to crack down on dissent. But...
I don't like butts and answers. What's the but?
Sorry, I have to ask something. This is going to sound blunt, but may I?
Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no, I don't like where this is going!
Huh? Of course, fire away.
Oh no.
It sounds to me like everyone's tearing their hair out trying to figure out how to deal with opposition to Project Stuja.
Mm-hmm.
But what exactly is this project's purpose? And how can it be so important that even people like you two refuse to stand up for the ordinary people of Snezhnaya?
Ooh! Let's awkwardly do the moonwalk out of this conversation before anything gets blown up. You said I can skip Natlan and not pray and get to Shizna? No. Fontaine and Natlan. Just go to Notcry.
Interesting. I gotta hand it to you, comrade. You sure don't mince your words.
You make it sound like it's a bad thing that I don't miss my words.
Excuse her? What does she mean? Refuse to stand up for ordinary people.
Oh my gosh. How does she dare speak to the Harbingers like that?
Are you interrogating us now?
It's okay, Sandrone. Let me explain. I think I understand where she's coming from. If I could, I'd take your side right now. In fact, my position's very similar to yours. I've only held back on casting a dissenting vote in the Vecha because the Tsaritsa would never let me get away with it. Still, I have a responsibility to the Fatui armed forces, so I do what I can to make their voices heard. Most of them are just regular folks from small towns far from the capital. I'm sure you've seen how much those kinds of places are struggling right now. Oh, and for what it's worth, I'm from Arepasak myself. Things aren't going so swell there either.
I mean, she defeated the Harbingers in battles before. That is very true. Well, -1. Right, so this affects you directly, hence my question.
The Tsaritsa wants to create a better, safer future for the people of Snezhnaya, but she's thinking long-term. I don't doubt that from where you're standing, Project Stuja seems to be creating all sorts of issues for everyone. But considering the Tsaritsa's vision for the future, these are sacrifices worth making. Sounds cold, I know, but I promise it's not as black and white as it seems.
Never anything is black and white, that's for sure.
Maybe Sandrone and I can't oppose Project Stuja outright, but we're constantly raising our concerns in Vecha meetings. And even though we can't put an end to it, there are plenty of other ways to make a difference. We're trying everything we can think of, and so is Pulcinella. I respect Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa, and trust her decisions. But at the end of the day, I'm still just a normal guy who cares deeply about my homeland. And my family, who all live here. There's no way I would ever abandon them.
Look at that, Flute! Look at your husband! Such a noble man!
As contentious as things can get within the Vecha, there's no selfishness or malice behind it. Everyone wants to get through this period as smoothly as possible. The issue is that there's no way of pleasing everyone under the present circumstances. Most of the time, we're trying to decide on the lesser of two evils, which obviously isn't a great look.
So noble. Big time. He's such a noble man.
But that is not the same thing as being blindly loyal to the Tsaritsa. No one's got their head in the sand here. We're all well aware of the way things are. We're just doing our best to make it work.
More like the Matrix is trying to dodge things without making Her Majesty mad.
In fairness to Sandrone, she rushed to Svietlo Laidovka's aid the moment she heard that people were in danger. And even Tartaglia, who used to only care about the thrill of the fight, is clearly doing his best to rise to the demands of his new role as counselor.
If Child had his own way, he would just beat the schnauze out of everyone. Instead of, like, being, like, politically in debate with people. I'm sorry, maybe my question was a bit weird.
Hey, come on. There's only so much we can say, so don't press us too hard. Look, I know how untenable the Tsaritsa's position looks if you don't understand her motives. Maybe you've heard already, but she's currently leading her army on a campaign to the east to defeat the monster that's been causing these brutal blizzards. Striking that monster down will be a significant step in dealing with the present energy crisis. As laser-focused as she is on realizing her lifelong ambitions, she's still putting time and energy into taking down this powerful monster. To me, that says a lot. If she thought Snezhnaya and its people didn't matter in the grand scheme of things, why would she waste her time on something like this?
You become quite the smooth talker.
Thanks. I meant every word I said, though. I wasn't just trying to placate you. I've already done more than enough diplomacy for one day.
Welcome in, Miss Rose. Since we have Rose and Flute, it is time for the Chess National Anthem. I have not seen a mob yet, so we cannot do the mod's national anthem yet.
I still think this adventurer raises a very important point. Our two harbingers have made their positions very clear. But there are many others in the Vetcha who must feel trapped and forced to vote against their conscience. I think it's a very valuable quality to be willing to speak one's mind, despite the risk of offending powerful figures.
Aw, man, I just missed the anthem because of... Oh, no! You gotta go work soon? Just throw the whole work into a trash can. Just, like, put it into a bag and take that bag and throw it in the trash can and just dust yourself off like it doesn't exist. It's mostly because we know each other quite well.
You can say that again. I highly doubt we'd feel the need to explain ourselves so much if we didn't know you so well.
Forgive me, adventurer, but might I be so bold as to ask about your background?
Oh no.
How is it that you can converse so openly with two harbingers?
Oh no. Oh no. Nope. Nope. I am moonwalking out of this situation. That's what I want to do at this point. This job isn't even fun anymore. You work at Crumble! Of course it's not going to be fun. I would understand if you work at C's Candies. Now that is a fun job. Sweat profusely. Oh no. Oh no. I don't want to be in this situation. I don't want to be in this. Can I just go find Mitya? Can I just go find him and just watch the a play or something? Can I just go and do that? I don't want to be here anymore. This is so awkward.
Oh, haven't you been properly introduced?
Easier said than done. I like to think I'm not the kind of person who goes around busting open people's old wounds.
Yeah, let's not do that, okay?
I've only learned her name so far, and no details of her experiences. Is something wrong?
Nothing's wrong! No, far from the truth. It's more like freaking awkward.
Uh-oh. Is there no avoiding the subject of Rosaline?
No, it's just... all right. I guess there's no getting around it. This is the world-renowned traveler, who helped resolve the storm terror threat in Mondstadt, cleaned up after the mess I made in Liyue, and then went to Inazuma. There was a duel before the throne, in which the traveler defeated Rosaline.
And to customs in Inazuma, someone gets defeated at the throne, they get killed by the Ronin Shogun. Yeah. Fun!
Oh.
Yeah, this got...
Emotional damage!
Yeah, I'm not thrilled about this. I'm not thrilled about this. Rosalind equals Senora. Yes. Rosalind is her real name. Senora is her code name.
I'm sorry. I didn't think you two would be seeing much of each other, so I figured it wasn't worth bringing up.
But technically, we didn't kill Senora. It was, yeah, by the customs of the... That's why I said the customs of Inazuma. Once someone gets defeated in front of the throne, you are basically slashed down by the Shogun. Remember what happened to Kazuha's friend? Yeah, that's why. So we should really be the ones at fault? I mean, technically we did challenge her to a battle.
It's fine. It was a long time ago. It's fine.
It is not fine!
Sorry. I just remembered that we have a rehearsal coming up.
Oh, good.
Please excuse me. I should get going.
Oh, this got really fucking awkward.
I've mentioned this to you before, remember? She was Rosaline's most valued subordinate. But they didn't actually get along.
Oh no, it did. This just got really awkward.
Not that Rosaline was really the type of person to make friends, but death has a way of resolving a lot of conflicts.
Can someone just like take a cutout version of the Hatter, place her here so the real Hatter can like hide somewhere else? Because I don't want to be here.
Don't let it weigh on you. Like she said, it was a long time ago. It's in the past now.
You sure about that?
Odette has a very different personality from Rosaline. Give her some time. I'm sure she'll work through it. Oh, by the way, where's Paimon? It's not like her to hide away.
She hasn't been feeling well, so she's resting at Podvorier restaurant. I got a couple of my people to look after her while we were gone.
Oh, right. Sorry to hear that. Poor thing. Reminds me of when Tonya was little. She really felt the cold back then. Used to get ill all the time. I felt so bad for her seeing her lying in bed, coughing. She was so mature for her age, though. Whenever someone came to visit her, she'd greet them with a smile and would never complain. I'm sure Paimon's a good kid, too. You're a little short on manpower, right? Let me have a couple of my people take over for yours. I'll send my most capable and reliable. They'll make sure Paimon can recover in peace.
What? Hatter did nothing wrong. Hatter is just sitting here enjoying her nice cup of tea and watching the game.
Well, that would be great. Your people are more qualified.
Thanks.
Hey, don't mention it. I'm sure you have things to do. Hopefully this takes a load off your mind.
That's not what you want! What? I am so confused by your words.
So no more accusing me of not being on your side, all right?
One last thing, I just remembered something.
Already? That was quick.
He seemed to know who Paimon was.
I'm afraid I can't help you there. Our director's recent movements are confidential. Even we're not in the loop.
Nothing to see here! Nope! Nope, there's nothing to see here.
If you hadn't told me, I never would have known he'd gone south. I assumed he'd been in Glupov this whole time.
I see. Got it.
Well, I guess I'd better go sort out Paimon's security situation. I have some other work to catch up on at Glupov anyway.
Me too. I have an incident report to write up. Let's leave it there for now.
I am confused by my word. What I meant is that's not what I mean. You didn't have to spend money. Too late. And besides, Sleepless is not here. I do not call Sleepless, okay? We still have to do Nouvlette's story quest.
I guess everyone's in a difficult position. But Tartaglia's right. I have things to do. Things I want to do, and things I ought to do. To start with, I should go ask Alosha if he knows of any way to help Sviatlila Dovka.
Alright. Onwards. Yes! She's talking about child, Rose. She has some smitten with the child, the seventh harbinger of the Futui. Okay.
strange. This sword seems to be vibrating of its own accord.
Him and Dainsliff? That's because Dainsliff is voiced by Yuri. Katie is aware. Yes, Katie is aware of her fighting for Child's love.
It's a very faint vibration, but it's getting stronger as I get closer to the Statue of the Seven.
See, this is the funny thing. Hatter does not need to share because no one's going to love a psychopath like Lohan. And a researched lover like Mitia.
Does this sword have some connection to the statue? But all it does is vibrate, even when I touch it. That place I got this sword from was definitely out of the ordinary. Maybe I should try channeling the power of cryo?
Yes, do it.
It worked.
Nice. The traveler journeys far into the foreign lands, all slim chance of redemption. Maybe hot take, but Piero's design. So Rose has a thing for older men. Got it.
I don't really understand what just happened, but I'm pretty sure this sword just got a little more powerful.
Can we... No, I don't. Sure. I'm giving you the sussy side eye right now.
I'll have to try the same thing again when I come across another Statue of the Seven. In the meantime, I'd better go find Alosha.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. None. Okay. Bombastic side-eye. Yes, you're getting the bombastic side-eye from everyone in chat right now. Am I not allowed to admire a character's design? No! You are not allowed to admire a character's design. Because that means we're gonna put it in on the list of future husbands list. That's what it's gonna be. There we go.
Hello, darkness, my friend. I've come to talk with you again.
Okay, here's a pop question. Pop quiz for you guys. Let's see if anyone. Which movie did that song, Hello Darkness, My Old Friend by Simon and Garfunkel, came in? Let's see if anyone knows the answer to that question. I would be surprised if anyone gets the answer correctly.
Hello there. How can I help?
I'm looking for Losha.
Ah, sure thing. Give me a second. I'll go fetch him for you.
Thank you. Ten hours later. Ah! Congratulations, Rose. You are correct. It's the movie The Graduate.
It's a familiar story. I've had similar experiences. Although Snezhnegrad doesn't deliberately delay or withhold relief, those first few days of waiting for help are always the hardest.
You know what? You know what? If you use Google to look it up, I am taking away the congratulations answer. Because that is cheating. That is completely cheating. I'm sorry, how did I talk to Santa graduate? How dare you cheat? Rude!
It's a fundamental contradiction. If emergency relief can't be delivered in time, what's the point in even calling it emergency relief?
So that's it. They'll just have to wait?
Not necessarily. I think there's a good chance that Kresny Crystal from Stratomeros will start flowing into the market.
Really? Why?
When we resolve Stratomeros' energy issue, it's like we open the floodgates. A huge backlog of Crystal is now available to the townspeople. There's no way they can use it up at once.
Okay.
A lot of them will probably stockpile it and slowly work their way through. Probably a good idea, since energy prices are only going to keep rising. But there will always be people who urgently need Mora. Exactly. At the current prices, selling Crystal is an easy way for an ordinary person to make a fortune. Hey boss, how much do I have left in my account?
1 second, let me check. So, you're planning on buying the Crystal out of your own pocket?
Seems like it.
Yeah. I don't know if I have enough, so I'll chip in a little extra and buy as much as I can afford.
Let me cover this.
No, it's fine. You're new to Snezhnaya, and you have your own living expenses to worry about. Besides, you're already providing the train.
It's okay. I am very volunteer.
Here's your Mora. See what you can find at the market. But I doubt there'll be much Crystal left.
I find this part so funny with Losha buying stuff and saying all that, but I have over 2 million more. You want to like cut that in half, like a good amount, and give it to Zhongli so he can stop bothering Child for more Mora because the son of a gun keeps forgetting his goddamn wallet.
Yeah, well, can't hurt to take a look. Let's see. Huh?
Oh, Alosha, and... Hello.
Do you really think he's gonna actually do it, Rose? Think hardly about that answer.
I didn't realize you two knew each other.
I also didn't realize that you know each other.
Yeah, I take on some odd jobs in the city to supplement my hunting income. Sometimes I work as a cleaner or prop hand at the theater where Odette is one of the big stars, so I've met her a few times.
True, he won't. See?
When the weather's as bad as this, it's better for a hunter to adapt than to keep looking for game.
Yes, and we sometimes need extra help.
Can we please get out of this awkward conversation, for God's sakes? I'm not liking this.
Wait, why is the atmosphere so awkward? I thought things went pretty smoothly in Sviatla Lidovka. So, what brings you here, Miss Odette? Looking for some new props?
No. After I got back to the theater, I couldn't stop thinking about the situation in Sviatla Lidovka. It bothered me so much, I couldn't focus on my dancing.
That makes sense.
So I decided I'd come here and see if there's anything I can do.
Couldn't let it go either.
You too, I presume. I suppose that's why you're here.
Yes.
I didn't feel comfortable expressing my true opinions in front of the Harbingers. Not least because ordinary Fatui like me don't even know what Project Stuja is all about. Without knowing the full picture, I can't make sense of it. And at some point, if things aren't making sense to me, I can't just keep going along with it.
So many people feel the same way. They wish they could do something, but all kinds of reservations hold them back. Explains why groups like the Road Cod are springing up to fill the gap.
Yes. Well, that's one option. But there are risks to consider with organizations like that.
Right, because things can get out of hand, and it's hard to hold the right people accountable when they
Sorry
do.
about that, guys.
I've heard about a few cases like that.
Sandrone said Odette was on track to inherit the title of the Fair Lady. If so, she'll be able to find out what Project Stuja is really about. Still, it's probably a little soon to ask her about that. There may be more to the story.
What's on your mind?
Nothing at all. Right, chat? There's nothing going on.
I think we can both agree that no matter which side you're on, it can't stop you from doing the right thing. Where there's a will, there's a way. I know what Rosaline did while she was abroad. You made the right decision, so no hard feelings.
I think we were kind of more pissed off at what's going on in Inazuma than anything.
So, what's your plan?
Oh, we were gonna buy some Cristal. I heard there's some on the market right now.
Yep.
Funny. I had the same idea.
Awesome!
In that case, let me pay. I can claim it back as mission expenses.
Okay, yeah, sure. Let's just get out of this awkward conversation.
The real issue here is that government relief is behind schedule. Surely it makes more sense for the state to cover these costs than for us to pay out of our own pockets.
True. It's a huge expense after all.
Thanks for helping. Are we on a wild goose chase right now?
Let me see.
Okay, no.
I'll take it all, please. And I'll be right. Choose mission budget under the expense category, but be sure to specify emergency rescue operation in the description. Otherwise, the normal reimbursement limit will apply. Let's book this train. Regulations say that if we need to transport Kresnik Cristal during Project Stuja, extra carriages can be added 1 hour before departure.
Look at this girl. Always 10 steps ahead of everyone.
That should do it. The train will be escorted to its destination by Fatui guards.
Nice.
This is my first time seeing you handle Fatui affairs, Miss Odette. It seems you're as skilled an officer as you are a dancer.
You flatter me. It's only because I've been doing both my whole life.
And off it goes. Honestly, though, I think Odette would make a good harbinger. She is cosmetic and strategic. I agree. Well, I'm glad we're in safe hands.
Anyway, I bet you've been non-stop today, am I right? Any idea how Paimon's doing?
I had my hands full, but I'm gonna go back and check on her.
What's wrong? Who's Paimon?
Her travel buddy hasn't been feeling well. She caught a cold right after they got to Snezhnaya.
Sounds like she's important to you. I can't believe you've been dealing with this on top of everything you've been doing to help the people of Snezhnaya.
I couldn't just turn a blind eye to their suffering.
I've got nothing going on right now, so I'll join you. I want to see how she's doing.
Aw, look at Losha. He's so sweet.
May I come too? I have some candy that someone gave me back in Svietlolaidovka. Plus, I know a little bit about relieving cold symptoms.
Sure. She'll appreciate the company. Yes! You guys chit-chat with her To your heart's content, I'm just gonna stand outside and read my book.
All right then, let's go. I still don't know what the deal is between these two, but at least the tension seems to have vanished. A good sign, hopefully.
What? Am I wrong? Paimon something. I have a friend who's like kind of. Oh no, I'm gonna ignore that because that would break me into another world quest. I have a friend that's similar like Paimon. She just loves talking. And it's like, sometimes I'm like, sweetheart, I love you to the ends of the earth, beyond the skies and moons and stars. But can you please just zip it for 5 minutes? That's all I ask. Just zip it. Poor Loche being caught in the drama. At least he keep it calm and collected. Not like some people would.
Hello. Sorry, but there's a sick person recovering in this room. Can I help you?
What happened?
It's okay. No need to worry.
Oh, please, excuse me. Are you the Traveler?
The one and only.
Could I take a quick look at your Adventurer Handbook? Master Child said I should verify your identity.
If Paimon were there during that part, it was gonna been Paimon being the absolute blunt of a person who has zero understanding of human sympathy or anything. Yeah, things would have gotten 10 times worse than it already is. Here.
Ah, it's really you. Sorry for the inconvenience. We're under strict orders from Master Child to keep this room well guarded.
I appreciate that.
At the same time, we can't interfere with Podvoye Restaurant's business. That would only seem all the more suspicious and draw unwanted attention to this room. Besides myself, a few of my colleagues are stationed in and around the restaurant, in plain clothes, of course. Rest assured, you're in safe hands.
She would have been like, oh yeah, sorry, we kind of killed your master, didn't we? Whoopsies! Or more like, Senora, isn't that the one that we oh, sorry. I mean, sorry about your master. Or something like that.
I didn't expect such a high standard of protection.
Well, Master Child handpicked us for this special assignment. We're not about to let anything go wrong.
Yeah, it should be like that.
Anyway, I won't keep you any longer. Please, head inside.
Traveler! Aloysia, you're back! Oh, hey! Who's our new friend?
Hi, I'm Odette. The Traveler and I crossed paths a few times.
She's a member of the Fatui, but she's solid. We can trust her.
Another friend from the Fatui, huh? You're practically a member yourself by this point.
How are you feeling?
Paimon's definitely on the mend. We should be back to our usual travels in a few days' time. Seems like that doctor was right.
You really don't want to go to work. I do not blame you. Oh, give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna be right back. Rose. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. And I'm I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to switch the crop pot on warm mode. I have dinner going right now. But bye-bye.
It's just... Paimon's limbs are still feeling a little chilly.
That's what colds are, Paimon. You know what? Where is it? Where is it? You're gonna bonk on the head for that one, Paimon.
I have just the thing.
Whoa! What's this? Is that a flame inside an ice cube? Wait, is this real ice? How's it not melting? And how does the fire keep on burning?
And there we go. Paimon's 3 questions in 1 sentence. Yep, she's back to normal.
All keen observations. You're right. This is called core ignis. Whenever I've caught a cold in the past, I found I recover much more quickly if I place this by my bed. You're welcome to borrow it.
Awesome! Wow! It's so nice and warm! Oh, it's like magic. Your name was Odette, right? How did you two meet again?
And looks like they just became besties.
Looks like she's in pretty good spirits. That's a relief. Any progress with your investigation yet?
Couldn't get anything out of the Harbingers.
No surprises there, I'm sure. They're not likely to let anything slip.
I need to try a different approach.
The Rokad, huh? Let me think.
Don't think too hard. We don't need your head blowing up.
Members of the Rokad keep their true identities hidden, but I think there might be someone I can introduce you to.
Oh? And who would that be?
Leave it with me. Meet me at the Korolyevsky troop tomorrow, and I'll tell you how it goes.
Would anyone like a drink? I'm gonna head to the bar.
Paimon will have... maybe some hot milk? Yeah. Paimon's in the mood for something warm. Enough with the secret chat, you two. Let's catch up properly in a minute. Paimon wants to know everything that's happened today.
Yes, ma'am. Whatever you say, Paimon.
It'll be kind of like tabletop troop. No reason why listening to a story can't be an adventure.
Nice. Alright. Time travel! Let's not tell the doctor, okay? The last thing we need is taking the doctor's job as a time traveler, okay? Are you still at work too, Flute? Yep. Excuse me, coming through. Sorry. Don't mind me, folks. You're home? Okay. Have you tried playing Genshin yet? Okay. Not yet. I'm resting a bit before hopping on. That is fair. Am I getting mail? Oh, it's Ning Wang's birthday. Nice. Oh, achievements! Give me the achievements. Nice. Onwards. Can I climb on this? No, that's gonna be a no. Lame! I should have permission to climb anything and everything I see. It's only fair. There we go. It worked. It semi-worked, right? There's a Losha.
Ah, you made it. I've got some tickets, and I managed to set something up with the Rokat. It'll have to wait until after the show, though. Happy to stay and watch? I doubt you've seen the Korolyevsky troupe on stage before.
Of course. No problem.
Pleasure. Here. This is the way in.
Please present yourself for a routine inspection in accordance with theater regulations. Thank you.
Uh-oh.
Is that guy with the fatui? Looks like he's waiting for something.
He looks intimidating. Very, very intimidating.
Okay, all done. Thank you for your cooperation. Please proceed through to the theater.
No problem, Phil.
What's up? Everything okay?
I wasn't expecting such strict security here.
Snezhnaya's business and political leaders are always passing through here, so it makes sense that security's tight.
That makes sense.
Still, it's a little unusual to see the Fatui's Armory Palace guard here. You saw him, right? The guy right at the back. Strong, silent type. His name's Valeri. He's part of the Special Assignments Battalion, but I only ever see him here for one thing. To look for a guy named Mitya.
Mitya? Who's that?
Supposedly a researcher, though he never seems to put much time in at the office. The theater is one of his favorite places to hang out when he's playing hooky from work.
There is nothing wrong playing hooky at work. Oh, did my post not go through?
But that's not for us to worry about. Let's go. The show's about to start. What do you think? Pretty impressive, huh?
It reminds me of the, Upper Arby class.
Oh, the one in Fontaine? I hear it's iconic. Never seen it for myself, though.
It's alright, welcome in. He's
Here we are, just in time. Sorry, coming through.
Apologies if I spelled the name incorrectly. Excuse us.
If you're gonna show up late, keep your mouth shut.
Rude! So rude!
What's his problem? Whatever. No point arguing with people like that.
No, but we can give him the bombastic side-eye!
Look, there she is. That's who I'm introducing you to later. She's the lead singer of the troupe, Vodyanitsa.
Oh, cutscene.
this leads directly to the green room. They're expecting us.
Okay.
Odionitsa will be waiting for us there.
How does my dress look? Is there any stains on me? Is there any Paimon jewels? Please speak now or forever hold your peace, Elosha. Up, up. A hop, skippity, jumpy, jump, jump. Don't mind us, we're just passing through.
Hey there, excuse me.
Ugh, can you believe it? I am so mad right now. Come in.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's you two.
Uh-oh. What did we do to make the drama princess upset?
Huh? You know each other? Oh, wait. Is this who you were telling me about? The one you met yesterday and couldn't stop thinking about?
Okay, the Hatter is not blushing right now.
I never said that.
Yes, you did. Why are you denying it? It was right before I went on that rant about the moody factory owner. Oh, I remember it so clearly.
By the way, how did you find the Hatter? Hatter would like to know.
Might I ask what brings you two here?
Oh, I just brought her here to see the show. And when it finished, she was full of praise for Vodyanitsa's performance. So I thought I'd try my luck, see if we could get the chance to chat for a bit. Maybe get an autograph?
Yes, yes.
You work here. You of all people ought to know that's against the rules.
Lame!
It's not what the green room is there for.
Lame! Lame!
Oh, what's the big deal? Come on, don't be shy. I can give you an autograph. You can take a picture too if you want.
Do as you please.
Ooh, someone's being a sourpuss.
I finished all my shows for the day. I'll leave you to chat.
And off she goes.
I wasn't making that stuff up, you know. Odette's just too proud to admit it. She thinks very highly of you. And so do I. You did the right thing in Svietloladovka.
It is so weird hearing her voice, Susie's voice like this, because I'm so used to her sounding like Eula. It's so weird hearing Zoe's voice like this.
We're good. Odette's out of earshot. I'll lock the door.
What?
Confidentiality, of course. The Rokat is very strict on that.
Whoa, Alosha! Not out loud! Not with an outsider here!
Relax, I've taken care of it. Look at this.
The President's reply sent this morning. Wait, so she's been approved to join?
As in, me? Me?
You
Little
told me
old
last
Hannah?
night that you wanted to get intel from the Rokat.
Yes.
Unfortunately, Rokat intel is only available to members.
Got it.
But ever since you set foot in Snezhnaya, we've been working together. I've seen the way you work, your character, and your motives.
Dude, my ego is already inflating. I don't need to be more inflated. Please.
Everything about you is perfectly in alignment
And
with
he
what we're
just
trying
did
to
it.
achieve in the Rokat. So I figured I might as well cut to the chase.
Well, that's just peachy.
I wrote a letter to the president explaining your situation, including just the right amount of detail. His approval came very quickly. Of course, it's still your decision whether you want to join or not. We'll respect your choice.
You're both members.
Well, assuming Odette was telling the truth and she didn't misjudge you, I guess we don't need to worry about you blowing our cover. Still, you gave me a real fright. I didn't know that's why you came looking for me. So, that stuff you said about admiring my performance, was that just because Odette was here? Did you actually mean it?
No, I meant every word. I love your singing.
Now you're talking. That's what I like to hear.
And someone's ego just got more... Oh, God.
Anyway, let me give you a quick rundown of how things
He's just really
Like I
down
said,
to earther.
the Rokot is a covert organization, and we hide our identities. Members typically don't meet in person or even know each other's identities. This helps us maintain a high level of independence and secrecy.
That makes sense.
Because of this, members are basically free to decide their methods without constraints, so long as the outcome of any activity doesn't violate the organization's principles.
After all, we don't have any ostensible contact with each other. This way, if anything goes wrong, no one else will be implicated.
Beyond the freedom to choose how you operate, it's also your choice whether to act at all. We have plenty of members who have yet to take any action. In short, joining the Rokot in and of itself won't place any restrictions on your activity in Snezhnaya. There's a code of conduct you can read if it interests you. But basically, as long as you don't plan on using your anonymity to go around doing evil, you'll be fine.
I tried reading it 5 or 6 times. Never made it all the way through. Even the most lackluster script makes for more interesting reading.
I'm in.
Great. Then I'll go grab an official application form. Be right back.
Okay. That's weird that you're carrying forms like that. This is supposed to be like a hush-hush organization, but you have forms. It's like, here, fill this out. Since you keep your identity secret...
Well, Alosha has this pet dog, you see. His name's Tagarin, and this one time, Alosha brought him backstage. Tagarin took quite a liking to me, so I played with him for a little bit and fed him some treats. Then, the Rokot was out on a mission one day, and even though we were all in disguise, Tagarin recognized me right away.
Never underestimate a dog's scent.
Just a coincidence, really. We didn't report it to the higher-ups, though, to avoid dealing with the fallout. Like... my job at the theater, for instance. I really needed to make ends meet.
That is completely fair.
By the way, what were you complaining about just before we came in? Did everything go okay with Chuganov?
Everything did not go okay.
Uh-oh.
That's why I was so mad.
Uh-oh.
I tried to make some small talk with him before I went on stage to fish for intel about the Iskra manufacturing plant.
And how did that go?
But he wouldn't take the bait. No matter what I said, he kept dodging the question.
That's not good.
And then he started complaining. He said he didn't appreciate his second-rate seat in the stalls because he usually gets a private box.
Okay. Sounds like a total Karen.
I mean, what did he expect? Everyone knows that if you want a box seat, you buy a ticket well in advance. But instead, he sends me a letter the day before the show when we're practically sold out.
Yeah, and he's a Karen. Great. More Karens in Genshin Impact. That's what, number 5 on the list already?
I had to juggle things around just to get him a half-decent seat, hoping he would appreciate the gesture enough to share some information. But...
yeah, meeting Chuganov in person has definitely been a disappointing experience. Oh, you probably don't know who we're talking about, do you? Chuganov was that older guy you were sitting next to today. I'm sure he didn't make a great first impression on you either.
Oh, that guy.
To the citizenry, he's a family man and a kind boss. But our interactions with him tell a very different story. It's one thing to ask for a favor, but he acts like it's his right. He always expects special treatment. Take the ticket situation, for instance. I've actually gotten him a private box in the past. But not only was he not even grateful, now he's acting like I've sold him short this time. Not to mention that he's never paid for a single one of his tickets.
That is pretty outrageous.
And another thing, if he's such a big family man, why doesn't he bring his wife and daughter to see the show once in a while? I've never seen them here, not even once.
Calm down, Vodyanitsa. If you won't do it the easy way, we'll have to try the hard way. But first things first. Here's your application form. Go ahead and fill it out.
Okay. Not a problem. It's not the hardest first time filling out a job application. Alright, name? Jenny Lowbill. Mompia. Octavia. Race? Human. Wait a minute! Race is Dodoko? Janitor bot? Oh my god. Someone's been in Nod Cry. Primo Gem? I would love some Primo Gems, please, and thank you. No, human. That's what. Flu's like Primo Gems. King Flubber Fries? Oh my god. Oh my god. Lord of the Seven Calamities. There we go. Reason for my job application. I don't think she likes my ethics.
Looks like I'll need to make a few little tweaks here and there.
What do you mean tweaks?
But other than that, you're good to go. We'll hold on to this for
whoa,
you.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Pause the brakes. What do you mean to tweak it here and there? My application is flawless. What the heck are you talking about, prima donna?
All right. Now that we're officially Rokart comrades, I can tell you. Chukhanov is the target of our current operation. Recently, we've done some recon work at the Iskra manufacturing plant, which pretty much confirmed that their energy consumption is way beyond the legal limit.
Straight to jail. Straight to jail. Nowhere else. You do not collect, you do not go Pasco, you do not collect $200.
All we need now is some direct evidence to present to the Vetcha, so we can demand that they shut the plant down.
I guess you can make it as crazy as you want. It won't, won't matter. Because I did it on my original account. I put Adder. I put human. And I chose like a different name. And then I chose the last one. And I guess it's like no matter what name you put, she's still going to say the same thing.
That way, the Kresny Crystal can be allocated to where it's needed most.
Okay.
I was hoping he might let slip during one of our chats, but he's too tight-lipped. We'll have to find another way. I'm meeting another regular theater goer tonight, Mitya.
Mitya? We're gonna meet Mitya, the researcher?
But Valeri's here too, and he's probably looking for Mitya, so he may end up being a no-show.
It is Kevin Rivera. It's his name.
Don't you worry. He must know how to dodge Valeri, or he wouldn't be showing up on time for every performance. Mitya is a renowned energy expert. Although we can't get any direct evidence of the excessive energy consumption at the plant, we can accidentally let the information slip to him.
Is that so?
The authorities should take someone like him seriously. So if he starts raising questions about energy use at the Iskra manufacturing plant, there will be a proper investigation. Also, we're not allowed on site, but he has clearance. So all we need is his cooperation.
Since he has he's an energy expert, does that mean?
Yeah, so that's the other thing we're trying to figure out. Though I think we're far less likely to make any progress on that front. Still, I hear that Mitya is a bit of a chatterbox. So, who knows? Maybe if we catch him in the right mood, he'll let something slip.
Where's Paimon? We need Paimon. Let those two, chat away.
What do you think? Sound like something worth your time?
Definitely. I would love to join.
Okay. In that case, you guys find a seat somewhere nearby. Pretend you're a couple of buddies there to eat, and keep your ears peeled for useful information.
Roger that.
He's a huge fan, so I doubt he'll have his guard up around me. But you two need to be convincing. If he suspects anything at all, he might stop talking.
Sure. Don't worry. We'll make a believable pair of buddies.
I'm sure we can manage a bit of friendly chit-chat.
Perfect! You've sold me already. Now, help me tidy this room up a bit before we head out.
Okay. What needs tidying?
Everything.
Did you throw a temper tantrum and threw everything on the floor? Is that what happened? I'm quite intrigued by that. Alright, let's leave. Excuse me, sorry, coming through. Don't mean to interrupt your practice. Just don't mind the hatter. I'm just passing through. Yep. Keep up the good work, ladies. Well, that was awkward. Okay, let's continue. Nope. Gonna ignore the fans. Alright. Let's go and meet this research named Mitya. This is viewpoint. Beautiful. Onwards. Onwards and upwards. Yeah, Losha's VA is Kevin Rivera. Yep, hold on. Okay. Now we can continue. I called it, I need to grab that. Oh! I miss a teleporter? How dare I? Crawling boys hoard everything, of course. Okay. Nope.
We come here often, so we shouldn't stand out. Let's sit here.
Okay, ducky.
Now, it's up to Vodyanica. Let's see how the conversation goes.
Why is it all the coffee cups in Genshin Impact are 10 times bigger than human? There he is! There's Mitya.
Ah, Mr. Mitya! Over here! Over here!
Oh, sorry. I got a little held up on my way here. Now we have even less time than we planned.
Oh no, that's not good. That is definitely not good.
Go ahead and order some snacks and drinks. Whatever you like. Let me see. According to my schedule, we still have 25 minutes left.
Imagine trying to dodge your bodyguard so badly that you have to time it correctly. It's a friend effect!
You're really pressed for time today, huh? I was imagining this would be a leisurely chat. If you'd prefer, we can always reschedule for another afternoon when you have more time.
No need. Getting to meet the lead singer is a very precious opportunity for me. I'm not about to pass it up.
Aw, isn't he a flattering one?
I've already had to decline your invitation several times because our schedules rarely align. If I don't grab this chance while it's here, who knows when the next one will come around?
So, speaking of the devil, Brian, the voice of Mitya, is in chat. You know what? We're going to play the Moz National Anthem in his honor. Let's go! Welcome in! How you doing? We just met Mitya. We just saw that he was dodging his bodyguard.
Well, it's very kind of you to make time just for me.
What's going on with this scarf?
I'm not too sure, to be honest. But Snezhnaya is full of weird and wonderful things like that, so people tend not to bat an eye. I'm sure the same will go for the Eye of Grey and Paimon.
Paimon is a very unique creature. Yeah, so I don't know about that one. That would be making a lot of
The reason I invited you out for tea and a chat today was to get some feedback from a true fan of the theater.
I genuinely have nothing bad to say. No matter how many times I hear you sing, it never gets old. It always seems fresh and new somehow. Maybe it's because the more times I listen, the more details I notice. Or maybe you simply improve with every performance, delivering it better each time.
I think Mitya would like Farina's
Could you give me any
performance.
specific examples?
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. That, the piece you sang today, for example. Beneath the Frozen River?
Oh, this just got a little awkward.
Hey, what's with you? I'm just praising a good performance. I always used to find that such a bleak and lonely song. But the more you listen, the more you realize that it's not as cold and nihilistic as it appears. When you really dig down into it, there's a certain level where you're surprised by the emergence of hope.
Wow, I'm impressed. I didn't expect you to pick up on that. Actually, I only tried out that angle after talking with the composer. Still, Beneath the Frozen River wasn't on today's program.
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
Oh, really? But it's a classic. You sing it every time.
Let us moonwalk out of this conversation before it gets 10 times more awkward than it needs to be.
Almost every time.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Well then. Let me say a few words about that other all-time classic, Flying in the Wind from the Mountain Sparrow.
His scarf is trying to help him out, but it's not working.
I didn't sing that one today either.
Uh-oh.
My voice wasn't quite up to it, so I switched it out at the last minute.
Mitya, can you just be completely blunt and say you were not paying attention to today's performance?
Oh. But,
Dude, the jig is up. Just being honest with the girl.
Sorry, Mr. Mitya, but you were at the theater today, yes?
Of course I was. Remember? I said hello to all the troupe members before the show started. You, Odette, and the others.
He is really buckling down on this.
So, what did Odette sing today?
Uh-oh.
Elegy of the Snow-Winged Goose, of course.
Correct. I see.
Uh-oh.
You find my singing boring, don't you? That's why you don't remember a single song. Looks like I'll need to cut a few from the program next time.
I can see a blood vessel about to pop out of her head right now.
No, that's not it. I swear. All right. I'll be straight with you.
The jig is up.
I'm sorry. My mind was wandering as you took the stage today. I enjoy watching your shows because the exquisite performances stimulate the mind. It always sparks some inspiration for my research.
But there's always a but in this answer.
So, whenever I get stuck at work, I come to the theater for a change of pace. Odette's dance during the elegy of the Snow-Winged Goose today was simply incredible. It got me wondering what she's been going through recently. That look of sheer defiance in the face of utter tragedy? It was so inspiring. I started scribbling in my notebook right away. Not that I made a ton of progress in the grand scheme of things, but I still think it was productive. By the time I snapped out of it, the entire show had finished.
So what you're saying is, you didn't listen to my singing at all?
Oh no, that smile is be careful what you say next. Be careful because the next answer that comes out of your mouth, I might stab you in the eye.
Unfortunately not. I'm sorry. I don't know which is more disrespectful. The fact that I don't always come for the show itself,
no kidding.
or the fact that I missed your performance.
Seems like things are getting a little awkward.
You look nervous. What's up?
Mitya just stepped into a conversational minefield. If there's one thing Vodyanitsa doesn't like, it's people who show disrespect for her performance.
Gotta be honest, yeah, you gotta be honest with her. Trending in dangerous waters, my god.
This meeting was so hard to set up. Don't tell me it's already falling apart.
Uh-oh.
It's fine. I suppose this is affirming in its own way.
Oh?
At least, it shows that our performance really touches people's hearts, right?
She is definitely swallowing her pride right now.
Don't let it bother you. It certainly doesn't bother me.
Oh yes! Yes it is! Do not lie to us!
She's showing a lot of restraint.
Does anyone remember what the definition of fine is?
Well, I'll be sure to let Odette know how much you adored her performance.
Please don't say that. I always love your performances too. It's just that inspiration struck at the wrong time today. I'm usually all ears.
I know, I can tell. That's why I value your opinion. I'm sure some people can't stand it when others praise their coworkers right to their face, but not me. No, sir.
Fair enough. I still feel kinda bad though.
But you know what I really can't stand? People who only show up to the theater to pretend that they're cultured. Makes me sick to my stomach.
Oh yeah, 100%. There are too many of those people around. By the time they're walking out the door, they've forgotten all about the show.
Oh god.
What's wrong? You look furious.
Insert slapping forehead here.
I don't know if you've heard about the boss of the Iskra manufacturing plant. He isn't even a theater investor, but he always demands the same privileges as actual investors. Box tickets only, premium drinks, even the right to request specific songs.
Straight to jail. That's where he belongs. He belongs in straight to jail. Thank you, Flute.
Well played, Vodyanitsa. Seems like she's harnessing her rage to steer the conversation back on track.
Now that you mention it, I've interacted with that guy before. I gotta say, everyone holds him up as an example of a benevolent businessman, but I don't know. I don't see it.
If you want a benevolent businessman, look at Master D-Luke. Master D-Luke is a perfect example.
Yeah, he couldn't care less about what's happening on stage. He's just there to flaunt his social status. I hate that I have to prepare programs for guys like that.
Straight to jail. Straight to jail.
What's the big deal with that factory he runs anyway? I asked around a bit and heard some pretty shocking stories. Sounds like he's just another greedy capitalist.
Oh, really?
Yep. The things people are saying are pretty damning. Low wages, insanely long working hours, equipment running around the clock. And as if that's not bad enough, he also strictly forbids his employees from giving any kind of interview.
Sounds like Amazon to me. It sounds like Amazon.
Project Stuja has now been extended so many times, we're at the point where crystal rations for the common folk are barely enough to survive on. Yet he even wants to get his greedy hands on them just to boost his own profits. If the rumors are true, he's in serious violation of the law.
Interesting. So you've heard about it too?
What? So it's really true?
Who knows? I've only heard the same rumors you have. But there's no smoke without fire. The Rooster's been coming down on us hard lately, demanding that we track and trace every single batch of Crystal. My coworkers in the Department of Energy have been tearing their hair out over it.
The Rooster? I didn't realize he cared that much.
Yeah. Even though there are no restrictions on Crystal trading, the poor will wind up freezing to death if we let the rich buy as much as they want. That's clearly unfair.
1000%.
Looks like we'll need to arrange an investigation into the Iskra manufacturing plant as soon as possible. I never knew you kept up with current affairs beyond the theater, Miss Vodyanitsa. You really have a heart for the common person. Most Fae in your position have long been indifferent to the plight of humans.
Oh, I see his vision. I see Mitya's vision. Looks like he's Electro.
Well, those of us who choose to live in human cities are naturally going to pay attention to any significant upheaval. Isn't the Rooster a Fae himself?
If Mitya ever becomes a playable character, you already know the Hatter's pulling for him 1000%.
I'm just surprised to learn that even someone with as much experience as him is getting so stressed out over Project Stuja. What is the end goal of this project anyway?
This is it. We're finally going there.
We're almost close to the end of the rope.
I'm sure Mitya can sense on some level that she's fishing for information. But since their conversation
I'm
is
so glad
so
you
relaxed,
like him. I
she might
love him.
just
He's
let
an
something
amazing
slip.
character.
It's stressing me out too. If I'd only made better progress with my research, things wouldn't have dragged on this long.
Yeah, about that.
Oh, so your work is related to Project Stuja?
That's right. The Armory Palace needs a brand new energy source. Not the power of the Light Realm and not elemental energy. Right now, the only thing that meets the requirements is the power contained within stellar linchpins. But harnessing that power is costly. Each step of the process requires enormous amounts of Kresnet crystal, from extraction to quantification to attempts at conversion. Progress has been painfully slow, and the team is getting burned out as time goes by. Sometimes, I see people staring into space as if in a trance.
Could it be that this new energy source has side effects?
No, it doesn't affect us, because the energy is used for...
Uh-oh.
Okay, I got it. Stop choking me. Sorry, I can't talk about that.
His scarf reminds me of Venom. Just a little bit. Like, do not say a word, I swear to God.
I think we're all just exhausted. We've been working ourselves to the bone for so long with so little progress to show for it. It's no wonder people are struggling to stay motivated.
Seems like I owe you an apology. I shouldn't have gotten so mad at you for not paying attention during the show.
Don't worry about it. I count myself lucky, to be honest. I don't envy the people who work closely with the Tsaritsa herself. I'd much rather be in my current position. At least I don't have to shoulder any major responsibilities.
So they're trying to develop a completely new kind of energy.
It's a shame we didn't get to hear more.
Yeah, censored by a scarf. Who would have thought?
Oh, dear. It looks like my time is up. I'm afraid I have to leave. I'm so sorry. We ended up barely talking about the theater.
That's okay. It was a pleasure chatting with you, really.
Let's make up for it next time. Yeah, hopefully once the work pressure eases up a little, I'll be able to focus more on the performance, and then we'll have more to discuss.
Yeah, that'll be another 10 years. I gotta get going, get back to these auditions, but it's glad I caught you. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Bye, Brian! Thank you so much for hanging out. Remember, guys, give Brian a follow on Twitch. Okay? Give him some love and support. I hope to see you in future streams. Sign out joke for today? Oh no. Hey Tanari, can't kill me here. Why not? I am at the living room. No. I am not a fan of dad jokes. I already had to deal with it with Alejandro doing it at cons. I do not need to see it in chat.
We touched on some confidential issues today. I'd be grateful if you could keep it between us.
Sure, yeah, no problem. Not me telling my entire community about this. Yeah, not a problem, me too. You got it.
It could have gone worse.
It would have been better if his scarf didn't get involved.
Nice job. Why was Mitya in such a hurry to leave, though?
That's the reason.
Sorry, routine inspection.
Hi! Also, welcome in, Salamoka. How did you find the Hatter? And also, I saw on the YouTube side, welcome in, Ren, if you are still here. Is that Valeria?
Okay, let's go.
Well, that was awkward.
So he wasn't rushing to get back to work. He must have calculated that Valeri would find him here in exactly 25 minutes. That's frighteningly accurate.
It got quiet.
One of the main duties of the Special Assignments Battalion is to ensure that important
Or
figures stick to their
electrifying.
schedules.
Sounds like Mitya's arch enemy then.
All right, time for us to get going too. Excuse me, check please.
We'll settle our check too then.
Oh, hello there. Mr. Mitya paid the check before leaving.
Oh?
He also asked me to pass on a message. He said it was an honor to share his tea break with Miss Vodyanitsa and her 2 friends.
Wait. Hold the phone. He actually knew we were there?
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
Wait.
So he knew we were here all along? This raises a lot of questions. Did he deliberately mention the new energy source so that we'd overhear it?
Probably.
Maybe his work isn't confidential after all. Maybe the key here is the purpose of this new energy. I guess that's the next thing to look into. Vodyanitsa and Alosha have both left. Time to head back and call it a day.
Alright, let's go upstairs and talk to Paimon. Hello, sir. Don't mind me. I'm just here to see Paimon.
You're back! Here pretty early today.
Yep. Buddy.
Paimon was just gonna mention that. After she woke up today, Paimon felt like her temperature was completely back to normal. But her strength still hasn't returned.
Okay, I got a question for everyone in chat. So I saw this on Twitter. Is taking the honey buns, okay, and using them to make breakfast sandwiches. Or like a bacon cheeseburger. Smash or pass? I would love to know your guys' answer because I'm like looking at it like, I don't even know how I would feel about that.
Still, there's some good news. Paimon thinks she might have figured out the source of the problem.
Oh? And what would that be?
It's like there's some kind of mysterious power affecting Paimon. Paimon's never felt this way before during any of her travels. She only started feeling this way since we arrived in Snezhnaya.
That is sus as hell. Some kind of mysterious power, you said.
That's right. The Armory Palace needs a brand new energy source.
No! Why?
Could that have something to do with this?
What is it? You're making that face again. You know, the one you get whenever you have a light bulb moment?
Let me tell you what I found out today. I know, it's just like, I don't know how I feel about that. Taking 2 honey buns and making a burger out of it.
You're trying to develop a new energy source here? And you think that might be why Paimon's feeling unwell?
Yes.
Well, Mitya denied that the energy they're researching has any side effects. Although, he did say that people working on the project have been having issues with their concentration and short-term memory.
Foreshadowing. Foreshadowing.
And even so, those are completely different symptoms from Paimon's.
This power you mentioned.
It's pretty faint, so it's kind of hard to tell. But if anything, it seems like it's coming from roughly the same direction as the Armory Palace.
I get some of us are gluttons, but no. 100% I agree.
Sure, Paimon's with you there. But how, though? The robot only has a limited amount of intel.
There is still one avenue we haven't explored.
Oh, great point! They argue about Project Stusha every day. If we could sit in on one of their sessions, we might pick up some new leads.
Okay, I need to write a letter to Losha.
Good idea! Oh yeah, while you were out, Paimon tried all the yummiest looking desserts in the Podvoria restaurant.
Forest Wolf Vista! Thank you for the follow. Welcome to Wonderland.
This one seemed right up your alley. So, Paimon saved some for you. Come try it once you finish writing your letter.
I forgot. Today's cup of tea is pumpkin spice with a hint of honey. And thank you for the hydration. And posture check. Alright. I'm sitting back in my chair now. Alright. Ben Jarvin, let's go. How did you find the Hatter Wolf, Frost Wolf Vista? The Hatter is very curious.
Alosha replied, he says that we won't be able to speak at the Vetcha, but he can arrange for us to attend as visitors. Time to get ready. Then head to the Snezhna Grad Vetcha.
Guys, I just noticed we're almost at 500 followers on Twitch. Can you actually believe that, ladies and gentlemen? Why are you stalking me, you NPC? Go away! That NPC in the distance I just walked up to is stalking the Hatter! Okay. Okay, before we continue, let me get this. You saw that on TikTok? I didn't know it was actually a thing, because I was on, after I helped you out, tried to help you out last night, I was on my account, and I was like, wait a minute, why is this NPC is everywhere? And then I saw it on TikTok, I was like, oh shit, it's actually an actual real thing. Okay, let us go inside.
Ah, Miss Vodyanitsa, prima donna of the Korolievsky troupe. What a surprise meeting you here. Will you be sitting in on a session of the Vetcha?
You know what? Before we continue, I'm looking at Vodyanitsa's heels. I'm gonna feel so sorry for any cosplayers out there who tried to do her shoes. But then again, if they can do Columbina's shoes, they can do her shoes.
Sorry, I'm not taking interviews today. Oh good, you're here. The session's about to begin. Let's get inside.
Please wait, Miss Vodyanitsa. Could you introduce me to your new friend?
No, I do not answer questions. I already have to deal with one newspaper reporter. Her name is Charlotte. I don't need to deal with two of you. Shortly after you take your seats, a meeting the Snezhna Vetch officially began. Discussion rather extended to Project Suja to save until the end. As the rooster, Porcinelia, shares various energy-related statics, dull and lifeless rooms suddenly become very animated. Court is now in session. Everyone take your seats.
In summary, the energy management commitments made for the outgoing period have been delivered upon. Furthermore, both the production and consumption of Kresnik Crystal show clear signs of stabilizing.
I'm already dreading on how I'm going to cosplay Genshin characters because you don't have to. Technically, you don't have to wear the footwear. I've seen a lot of cosplayers wearing like sandals or tennis shoes with the cosplay, and then if like photographers want to take a photo with them, they carry the actual shoes they have to wear.
The relevant agencies have assessed the present circumstances and determined that the status quo can be sustained until the next period.
Okay.
For detailed statistics, I would refer you to the industry reports that have been distributed to all persons present.
Okay.
It should also be noted that while the recent blizzards have led to a significant increase in people's energy expenses, this is strictly a short-term phenomenon associated with a remotely located monster. Her Majesty the Tsaritsa is giving her full attention to this matter. We should have every confidence that it will be dealt with swiftly and conclusively. A financial report on disaster relief is also present in this report, courtesy of Pantalone.
Why does it keep getting noisier in here?
They cover the same old ground every single time. The rooster never seems to mind, but everyone else is getting tired of it. There's a general lack of trust. People aren't seeing any tangible benefits that affect them directly. Of course, none of that will be reflected in any of the reports on the table.
Yeah, if it weren't for these hard copy documents, I could have at least made something up.
I've been meaning to ask you, why are you still here?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just out here trying to hit my interview quotas. Bring out the kvass. Ever read it? Best-selling newspaper in town.
If I remember correctly, you guys don't even have a sales permit.
Oh,
You
burn!
have to sell from stalls on the street.
Double the burn.
Okay then, best-selling street stall newspaper in town. Still counts.
Order! We will now open the floor to the representatives. If there are no further substantive issues to discuss, we will then proceed to a vote on this motion.
Okay, I am curious about something. Okay, so we have Child, we have Sandrone, we have Pantalone. Whose seat is this? I would like to. Can Hatter sit here? I'm all the way where? Where's the Hatter? I'm all the way back here. Can I sit here? Can I sit up in the front?
Snezhnaya has a long tradition of treating members of the Fatui armed forces and their dependents favorably. But recent surveys shows that Fatui families in remote areas have access to 15% less crystal than the average civilian family in Snezhnograd.
Straight to jail.
It's been said many times before, but it bears repeating now. There needs to be a clear and consistent rationale behind how crystal is allocated, or we will soon face immense public backlash.
Perhaps you wouldn't need to keep repeating yourself if you would hear me out for once. I say again, true consistency exists only in principle. In the real world, fairness is relative.
Can he please stop sounding like Sebastian from Black Butler? I would appreciate it, Michael. Please stop it.
You appear to treat resource allocation as a simple function of production and population. So what about when the equipment used in production breaks down? Have you factored that into your equation? And do you even know how long it's been since Snezhnaya last conducted a census?
If I knew the answers to questions like that, I'm sure I'd be a very wealthy man. And I doubt I'd be going by Child.
He sounds more like his Koya character here, right? It's like a mixture of Koya from Host Cub and Sebastian from Black Butler. It's like a little bit of a mixture between the two.
I'd like to bring the focus back to the specific issue I raised. Or do you wish to deny that favorable treatment for Fatui dependents is our long-standing policy?
It's easy to be a critic when there's no accountability. That seems to be a running theme in the anti-Project Stuja cohort. Defeat the ringleader and all other problems will magically resolve themselves. That's what they seem to think. But in case you aren't aware, not one jot in my report would change whether Project Stuja continues or not.
So you have no intention whatsoever of finding a solution to this problem?
On the contrary, I'm the only one here who ever brings solutions.
Child opened by speaking up for the armed forces. Regrator struck back with style and a war of words ensued. Our reporter was live on the scene to get the audience's reaction as it all unfolded. Support.
I agree with you, Flute. Start pick an accent. I think Child raises some issues that need addressing.
The people have spoken. Child received raucous applause from the crowd as he pushed Regrator onto his back foot with a relentless barrage of questions. It had to be seen to be believed.
Now you see why they don't have a sales permit.
I think this reporter needs a good what's the word I'm looking for? Strategy pointers from Charlotte.
However this reporter wants to spin things, I haven't forgotten that Tartaglia was representing the Northland Bank when we first met in Liyue. So, surely their relationship can't always have been this strained.
Yes.
You two are getting off topic. Let's focus on what the data is saying.
Mr. Pantalone, may I speak on your behalf?
Oh, please do. I'm more than happy to save my breath.
Ooh,
Crystal distribution policy undergoes modifications with each new period. The ultimate goal being to find the most reasonable method of allocation, which I believe is what Mr. Tartaglia also seeks. But I fear many may have been misled on this topic by extremist activists. To clarify, Project Stuja is not the root cause of the problem. It is merely a framework for resource distribution. The most recent reports all point to Snezhnaya's resilience and adaptability during this period of fine-tuning, and give clear indications that a distribution framework is improving with each iteration. To make drastic adjustments without first considering the risks would likely do more harm than good. It would be a waste of the hard-won experience we've gained to date.
Renowned scholar of finance, Arapov spoke up to clarify the fiscal logic, clearly alluding to social organizations like the Rokot in his words.
Shut up, you
With
stupid
the
interviewer!
Lelek still active to this day.
She's continuing.
Should the Rokot be held responsible? No, there is someone else to blame.
Who is his... like shit?
She's just rephrasing what Mr. Pantalone said. The Rokot are the critics he accuses of taking no responsibility for their actions. As for Lelek, you won't have heard of him yet. He's currently the most famous member of the Rokot. Well, more like infamous. Ending Project Stuja has become an obsession for him. Unlike the more decent ones among us, he believes that votes in the Vetcha are all that matter. So whether it's threats, coercion, or bribery, he'll use whatever means necessary to get people to change their vote.
Wow, there is more to the Rokik than I thought.
And since we're already on the subject, what do you think of Lelek's methods? Are you for or against?
Not the old cartoon pull character out of the frame. I actually like that. I'm actually happy that they're adding like uniqueness to more updated version of the game. I love it. He seems a little extreme.
Despite a handful of detractors among the audience, the people overwhelmingly support Lelek. We stand with Lelek!
At least someone here wants to take this discussion seriously. I've been considering that issue myself. What you really need is more precise regional data, right? I think it would be easiest to let the Fatui handle it, since they're already in charge of Crystal shipments anyway. We may as well get them to collect some data while they're at it. Whatever you need, you can ask the Fatui to look into it for you. In terms of supervision, I think the Druzhna would be a good fit. I had hoped to discuss this with Miss Vesna, but sadly, she's not present.
I will be happy to take a note of your suggestions and present them to Commander Vesna for a decision upon her return. The Commander has always taken a keen interest in Project Stuja. However, given the Druzhna's demanding workload, I'm afraid it may prove difficult for them to provide any practical support.
Let us refrain from jumping to conclusions until a concrete and actionable plan is in place.
My apologies, Lord Rooster.
There are numerous issues to address here, including manpower, time sensitivity, and reporting lines.
Yeah, so about that, can you, like, speed it up? Like, I don't know, hire, like, random people to do just the paperwork? The Hatter is volunteering for tribute. As long as I get paid for it.
Nevertheless, I support drafting a proposal. Follow the usual procedure, and it can be raised as a new motion for all parties to evaluate at the appropriate time.
In that case, I'd like to share one thought before the proposal is drafted.
The issue of time sensitivity was raised just now, which I presume relates to the official reports. In fact, the Energy Commission already collects regular statistics on each urban center and its surrounding area. Would these be of any use?
That's a good idea. I read every issue of Svietloslaidovka's report, and although my focus is mostly on the section about equipment operation, the energy consumption statistics also yield a lot of insights.
Be that as it may, does no one see an issue with using local data to determine crystal quotas? In the long term, it seems like a very risky solution.
Not if they are used purely for reference. So long as we have the report from the Northland Bank's headquarters to corroborate it, no one will be able to fool me.
Welcome in,
Very
Basha.
well then. It appears that this arrangement is acceptable to all parties.
You sure about that?
Sounds good to me.
Whoa!
The members reached a provisional consensus on the issue of improving treatment for Fatui soldiers.
You notice that the reporter jotted down a few words before suddenly crossing everything out, starting a fresh paragraph.
Today, the prima donna of the Korailievsky troupe attended a session of the Snezhnograd Vecha in the company of a most charming young lady. The question on all our minds is, what is the true nature of their relationship?
Bombastic side-eye!
Write anything like that again, and I'm revoking your permission to interview the troupe. Got it?
Now zip it, lady!
Now then, if there are no further contributions from those present, we shall proceed to the final vote.
Hey, check it out!
Isn't that... I'm just gonna say hack guy.
What made him vote against? Why now?
The votes are in,
The
ladies.
votes have been tallied. Those in favor of continuing Project Stuja total 61%, securing a clear majority.
That was too close. The margin has shrunk yet again. Chuganov was a huge loss.
I'll bet Lelek is behind this. I wonder how Pulcinella will respond this time.
Chuganov. I see. Lelek strikes again.
Yes, go, Lelek. Once Project Stuja is defeated, our unwavering support at Bring Out the Kvass will finally pay off when we make our comeback. I can taste our victory already!
In accordance with the result of this vote, Project Stuja will remain in effect until the next Vecha period. Finally, may I remind us all...
what would that be?
We debate only for the greater glory and solidarity of our nation. May the aurora shine ever on, and the tundra always stand firm. The session is concluded.
And... you know what? Let's get out of here real quick. Whoop. Hi!
I have to say, I really wasn't expecting Chuganov to vote against Project Stuja.
Why? What's so strange about that?
Well, in principle, Snezhnaya's business and political elites ought to be the ones least likely to oppose it. As we heard, Project Stuja is basically just a resource distribution framework that requires everyone to cut back during the winter. But even if the policy got cancelled, the Tsaritsa's energy needs wouldn't suddenly go down. The extra demand from the public would have to be filled from somewhere. So logically, the factories would have to take the hit.
This explains a lot.
I got a letter from Mr. Mitya just before today's session. He said he's confirmed that there are issues around overtime and excessive energy consumption at the Iskra manufacturing plant. In a situation like this, once the Rooster receives the report, he'll order the factory to halt production and submit to an investigation before issuing a penalty. But that's a week-long process, and thus didn't make it onto the Vecha agenda this time. I don't think he suspects anything so far.
Got it. So for him, it's a choice between reducing the product or stopping entirely.
Exactly. And as you know, he's a very selfish person. I was originally gonna try and flip him after he received notice of the official sanctions. My plan was to convince him that the whole thing was completely unfair. Rather than just sit back and take the hit while his factory stopped production, he'd be better off voting to end Project Stuja. At least that way, no one else would be able to make any money either, because all the factories would suddenly have more limited energy to work with. But now, he's already voted against it, which means someone must have used more forceful means to change his vote. Just like with everyone else who flipped.
You mean Lilac?
Yeah. No one knows why Lilac is so obsessed with ending Project Stuja. But by the looks of it, he's inching closer and closer to success.
No, it's Susie. She also voices Eula.
Lilac must have strong motivations, given how he'll stop at nothing to achieve his goal. Maybe he knows the full truth of Project Stuja. Maybe my next step should be to focus on him.
Oh, right. What are your plans for the rest of the day? Shall we head out?
Hey, comrade. I noticed you were here during the debate.
Hello, child.
I didn't take you for a political enthusiast.
Greetings, Harbingers. I just happened to have some free time today, and my new friend here thought it might be fun to check out the Vetcha.
Ah, Odette must have introduced you. Looks like you two are getting along pretty well.
I'll leave you to catch up. I should head back to the troop.
Sure. Break a leg and all that. Thought it might be fun to check out the Vetcha, did you? Things are never that simple with you, Traveler. There's no way you're here for kicks and giggles. Tell me I'm wrong.
Some guy named Lilac?
Oh, yeah. To some, he's a captivating enigma. To others, he's the bane of their existence. No one ever thought that some anonymous nobody from the Rokot could cause such a stir.
I want to find out his true identity.
Huh? You want to look into Lilac? Then I'm sure his days of anonymity are numbered. What do you think, Sandrone?
Fine by me, I guess. If the Traveler actually manages to expose Lilac, it'll be doing Pulcinella a favor. In return, it seems fair to let her in on what we've learned so far.
My thoughts exactly. Sharing is caring, after all.
Yes,
Head back to
especially with
Glukov
Luke.
and grab the files on Lilac. It's easier to just pull the records than go through the rigmarole of getting the Traveler a visitor's permit.
As you command, child, sir.
In that case, since we're going to be waiting anyway, I'll have someone brew a pot of black tea.
One common thread among the many incidents Lilac has been involved in is that the victims are all too scared to share any real information about him. Clearly, he must have threatened them in some way.
Yikes.
His modus operandi is to silently infiltrate the scene and leave a threatening letter behind. But neither the letters nor the crime scenes ever yield any clues to his identity. So all these files have to offer are short statements by the people affected. They don't give us a lot to go on.
If nothing else, it shows we're dealing with a trained professional who's versed in counter-surveillance.
Yes, and to that point, he often strikes in highly secure locations. The victims are high-ranking and influential people who take their personal security very seriously. Somehow, Lilac slips right into their rooms without making a sound. There's never any eyewitnesses, nor the slightest trace of a break-in. If he can get in and out undetected, it means he can strike without warning. Not that that's ever happened so far, but the thought is enough to scare these people sleepless.
Sleepless? Sleepless? Why is Sleepless? Why is Sleepless in this game? What did Sleepless do to be part of this game?
It's hard to believe that a human being could pull this off flawlessly every time, so they switched the focus of the investigation to Faye. Unfortunately, no one's found anything yet.
Are you saying even you couldn't pull it off?
Careful. Don't underestimate me. Although, truth be told, I'd probably find it hard not to blow my cover. Direct confrontation is more my style.
We haven't ruled out the possibility of Lilac being human. It's just, there can only be a handful of people in all of Teyvat who'd fit the profile. Faye, on the other hand, plenty would have the ability. but few would have the motive.
So it's someone as strong as Tartaglia.
No, not as strong as me. You'll never find the culprit with criteria like that. Let's go with a little weaker than me.
Skirt?
There's no denying that Master is strong, but meticulous. We can only hope.
She's just trying to find a reference point. Stop getting fixated on who's stronger than who.
But that's the most important thing. In my opinion, anyway.
All right. Let's take it down a notch or two. How about Odette as a reference point?
Odette? Yeah, that seems about right. Her skills are solid, and she's always calm under pressure.
Except she's Fatui, so the likelihood of her working against us is pretty low. But yeah, much more accurate than your previous example, at least.
Hey!
No, wait a moment.
Oh?
Maybe we should interrogate that assumption.
What do you mean? Which assumption?
Her Fatui identity doesn't necessarily exonerate her. And when you think about it, the Rokot would be precisely what she needs to conceal her identity.
Plus, she wouldn't need to be such a pro at covering her tracks. She'd already know where the Fatui will be and when, so she could choose the perfect time to act. Oh, yikes. I was just thinking out loud. Why is this starting to sound like such a convincing theory?
Because it is!
Still, what reason could Odette possibly have for trying to call off Project Stuja?
Arlecchino would be the best person to ask. She knows Odette best. Unfortunately, she isn't back yet.
Arlecchino?
Rosaline used to open up to her in private about her struggles with Odette. As I'm sure you can imagine, Arlecchino is quite a lot better with children than Rosaline was. She gave her some tips on how to handle the situation, and Rosaline managed to reach a settlement with Odette before leaving. So I suppose there were at least no lifelong regrets left behind.
Well, that's
Beyond that, I don't know the details about that side of things. But I do know that Odette definitely has a motive to hold a grudge against Project Stuja. The reason being, her father passed away during the early stages of the project. That was
makes
back
sense.
before it had been named Project Stuja, when things were still being worked out. But in essence, it's remained the same ever since.
Huh. The more you know. Rosaline was always so self-centered. I never understood why she started paying so much attention to Odette.
Oh, even know? You didn't even know this?
Is that such a surprise? If you cast your mind back, you may remember that Rosaline and I weren't exactly close. We had tea together a few times, but that was about it.
Odette's past is no secret. Her father was a fatus and her mother was a very famous ballerina. On the surface, it looks like she followed right in her parents' footsteps. But the truth is quite a different story. After her father passed away on a mission, her mother was overcome with grief. She broke her leg during a performance and could never dance again. Odette was only interested in ballet at the time, but this tragedy left the family with both breadwinners gone. They could barely make ends meet. Per Capitano's policy, family members of Fatui who died in the line of duty had to be appropriately accommodated and provided with adequate assistance.
Aww!
So, regardless of how
Capitano.
Rosaline may have
So
felt
sweet.
about it, it fell to her to resolve the issue of Odette's family's livelihood. In the end, the solution they agreed upon was to have Odette join the Fatui.
Right, because the alternative would have been a one-off compensation payment, I guess. In that sense, joining up was definitely the better option. Still, she must have had mixed feelings about it, right? If she doesn't even like the Fatui.
It's just a theory, a possibility. But as a motive for Odette to become Lelik, it holds up. That said, I have no idea where Odette's head is at right now, or what her conflict with Rosaline was about. Plenty of people were on bad terms with Rosaline. I have no intention of trying to figure it all out.
So Signora actually wanted to mend her relationship with Odette.
Yes, but there's not much point in discussing that now.
Yeah, back to Lelik. Since our investigations so far have turned up next to nothing, we've got nothing to lose by trying a new angle. Funnily enough, Tonya and I had actually made plans to go to the theater tomorrow to watch Odette's rehearsal. Unfortunately, thanks to this Lelik situation, I'll be stuck working overtime again. Which means you can go in my place. No point wasting the ticket. Plus, you'll get to meet Tonya.
What's her rehearsal for?
Spirit Seeker. Quite the classic ballet. It was passed down through Odette's mother's family for generations, though it hasn't been performed in years. But Odette's been practicing it diligently, and it's finally ready for a return to the stage. Excitement is through the roof. Tickets for the official performance sold out long ago.
Yikes.
Tonya's excited for it too. She's desperate to see it no matter what. Personally, it's not really my kind of thing, but since she's my little sister, I had to figure something out.
Aw, isn't he a good big brother? See? Look, Fruit. He's a family man. Perfect husband for you.
I've actually seen it several times before. The story's pretty straightforward. The lead character follows a trail of clues left behind by a spirit, gradually recovering her memories along the way. It's a tale of love and regret. So not exactly reinventing the wheel, at least by today's standards. But when that classic melody kicks in and the lead character begins to dance, it always gets me. It really is beautiful. Not an easy dance to do justice to, though. I know it's always been Odette's dream to perform this piece, but I'm not sure she's really ready.
In that case, I think that even if she is Lelik, we should wait until her performance is over before we respond. I'll let you take it from here, comrade.
You got it. Alright. We're almost done with part 1 of the Archon quest, so we're gonna finish it up today. So that way, when we do the Archon quest tomorrow, we could do Act 2. Hang in there just a little longer, ladies and gentlemen. We are almost done. That. Yeah, viewpoint. And I'll help you once we're done with the stream, Flute. If you're still gonna hop on a Genshin.
Today. It's good that everything's going so smoothly. Next step is to head back to the theater and get a clear answer from Odette. Either way, Paimon doesn't get the sense that she's a bad person. Sure, she might have done some pretty extreme things, but Paimon bet she has her reasons. Maybe this is going too far, but like, with everything she's managed to do so far, wouldn't it make more sense in theory to be even more, you know, heavy-handed? Why leave a letter when she could, well, we know there are plenty of other ways to keep people in line, right? The point is, she could have gone further, but she didn't. So, if it is her, she's got some principles at least.
I want to believe in her too.
Yeah! Well, all you can do is follow the facts wherever they lead.
How are you feeling today?
No change, really. But that thing Paimon told you about yesterday? Paimon feels like she can sense it more clearly now.
Oh?
Hearing you talk about your day makes Paimon itch for an adventure. If only she could be there with you so we could experience it all together.
Yeah, I wish you could be there too. I'm not used to adventuring alone. But don't worry. We'll get to the bottom of this.
Guess it's just one of those things. Never mind. Paimon will behave herself and keep resting.
Good girl.
If Odette is Lelek, she may well have inside information on Project Stuja. Her father was involved with the project's early implementation and tragically died in the process. Now, she's dedicated herself to bringing it to an end. It's hard to imagine she could have gotten this far without knowing anything at all about the Tsaritsa's true intentions.
Excuse me.
When she spoke to us as a member of the Fatui, how much did she let on? And how much was she hiding? Only time will tell. Maybe tomorrow everything will be answered.
Hey look! It's snowing! Could be a tough day ahead. Make sure you wrap up warm tomorrow.
You got it, Paimon. And that is the end of Act 1. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of our stream. We will be streaming the rest of Act 2 tomorrow. And then I believe we are doing... What are we doing on Thursday? We are doing Zenless Zone 0. Thank you everyone for hanging out. I appreciate it. Until next